This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
My name is Dodu Frederick Kokomlemle Accra. Una the way Ebre Joe and your season sports pundits. It's always a delight watching Kessben Sports Show every morning. I respectively want to make an appeal to you. If you can please dedicate one day during the week to talk more about Ghanaian players who ply their trade abroad. This will enable some of us keep track of their performance and progress. Andy and Frank Nairo can handle our players playing in Europe due to their in-depth knowledge about European football. Our Mohammed with his in-depth knowledge about African football can also talk about our players who play within Africa. In most cases, we lose track of some of the great footballers who leave the shores of Ghana to seek greener pastures. We hardly hear of players like Yawano, Kwame Poku, Augustine Okra, Afriye Banye, Afutu, Ebenezer Tete, Nete, etc. This could also be a source of promoting our players across the world. My name is Dodu Frederick Kokomlemle Accra. Inti da branti and dabe tumo ni mono.
General ebeboa pa. Inti wadama edwendwen ho anan ke bepe particular day bi ana say bi am fu zen Kenya back.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
At least Ghanaian players abroad, both within the African continent and then in Europe.
Okay.
And all that, I think say it will be very good.
Okay. And again, send Rabisi Akai. Your players, no?
Aye, Kamal Dean.
Kamal Dean. Yeah.
The dent me a Nottingham Forest game, no?
Yeah.
And you know, message no be the buy, no. Oshie teams na call relegation, African brothers in the door so pa.
Okay.
So Osha
say Premiership.
Yes, the Premier League. Now, so okay about now you are talking about Alessi Obi Idrissa Gana Gay. So okay about Nottingham Forest, you are talking about the Daju, you are talking about Serge Aurier.
Okay.
So okay Leicester City, you are talking about Napelas Mendy, you are talking about Winfred Onyenye Ndidi, and you are talking about Daniel Amade. So okay Southampton, you are talking about Musa Jinepo, Joe Aribo, Paul Onuachu, and then you are talking about Kamal Din Suleiman. And Salisu. In the teams na call relegation with EPL in Nigeria. Ghana for any African brothers for any wumba.
I see.
And the Nottingham Forest what Michael Taiwa won.
Yes, he scored twice yesterday. And now she 2 goals.
And yeah, and a Kelechi and a Leicester so.
I see.
You know I say hono. Your brothers no hodo.
Say your brothers no omo boyfriend. Inti teams in Kitwan in Timito, net teams in Kitwan attack on relegation.
Okay, points.
What I say?
I see.
African players are relatively the cheapest when they compare Europe, South America. What I say? South Americans no more boarding. African player on the South American a ball boy a penno. You bet to do their mother South American than they will pay for the African player. In Team Pempi, no teams na Yankitwana, Munsemo, America Kra, Ewiskasem, they are the ones that are able to afford most of these African players. In Tekobasa relegation, so more Munsemo Mrene Tako. Nyamina a year Crystal Palace Adum, and Roy Hodgson, Esabisum, can she here, Komusu and Komo Kodia and Africa for Umdumbekono, and Yagro. But interestingly, we shall be say on new news and why now. I suspect so Mokokra here on Rebecca Premium.
Okay.
There are some players at Team Beko, but I'm sure no Monko.
Asanetia now say
Sarango, I'm looking at fine, I agree those teams don't spend so much. Southampton a team or Motete now Makoton. Everton spend a lot. Just that the direction of the club on the papa under fight Moshiri. Because Chekisika or Modekofa a Richarlison from Watford then a buy. Again, you look at the other teams now, you can watch them. Leicester City. Leicester City spend it, and you can check the amount of money. How many tier players, and they say they almost sell it. But in all, me, I'm looking at it from the angle of individual performance from these African players. Kabadin, every France, huge potential. It no be so be making a big. At least for Southampton. But at a point, Obayano started. It got to a level that they were playing him and Paul Onuachu as two forwards in the Southampton lineup. But he's not playing these days. Joe Aribo Ebayano, no, bo. He's not playing. Previous years, Musa Jinapo was one key member of the Southampton team. He's not played. In the Africa players, apart from say totally, team didn't spend this so much, no. On one kasa individual performance, we need a team to say. Talk about Leicester City. The first half of the season, Palace Mendy was even playing ahead of Yuli Telema. Time indeed the prior on only French the ban. I'm at the one about Bishim. But so you 2 year fit. Johnny Vance is there. Val Faust is there. Hali Sota is there. I feel the Amate has been relegated. 2 players on my consistent the Biomo Bobby. Hey, you are talking about Alex Iwobi and Idris Agana Gay for my friend Everton. I agree. Teams didn't spend the big, but individually, no saying African players in here. Said your real Ohano Abebo Bako, no co. Ohano Abebo no co. But Tai Auni, you know, Ohano Abebo, but Oba. Compare him to Gibbs and Gustavo Scapa. Unso Oba or the goose neba. It is not these Nigerians alone, but African brothers na Nkasano. Say na omo performance etie Ghanaians na Nkasano. Thomas Tepate started so well. Only the enemy team they share injuries and fatigue. Until some in your buy no Paul Bill in it Dominic Solinke almost 70 position, so we better take it time. The day you experience now expect so the back home, but what has been his fate within the Nottingham Forest setup? Into individually no, ye players na nkata say no must performing. Say no must performing general. Ofa ubi ama akwa. They are not performing. Apart from Tai Auni, Ghana Gay is okay. For me, unless a wobi a performing. But Ofa Ubina, the day you coin, you know, in fact, Kamaldeen there. After watching him against Angola, and who say, fine, on no any issues ever Southampton because Southampton so here can you know, Omo you 3 coaches a season. Inti esa oba obebre. Robin Hotel awabano. Oba pe opa results into odo ba ko na mienu. Na se won timi amane results opa obebencho. Into opa hwe o attack no. Theophilus Walcott. E ho na obebo Carlos Alcaraz. Paul Onuachu, almost change Musa Affront. Almost for no Joe Aribo, no be Romeo Lavia, no baby who James Ward-Prowse. Almost to me more consistent figures in certain areas. Into your players, no last minute, you know, I also want to show up. Not the opportunities or Mubenya, almost as a bonus or almost a fatas or mobile. And yes, I tell teams you call relegation now. Ye Benya African brothers said, you know, in the championship.
African players generally. Across Europe at the same season, we.
You know, a very
performance ne almost worth.
You know, talk about the Serie A. So far, the king of the Serie A this season, it is between Kvaratskhelia and then Vito Osimhen. But goes now, Osimhen Asheno, Amane Kata, George and Abraham so. So in the Serie A, Africa for now pay your dues. Apart from Vito Osimhen, you are talking about Ademola Lookman for Atlanta. This is an Atlanta side that have Obidse Luis Morel on the bench. Or mu Obidse Duvan Zapata. And so I share our team now. A team for the last 4 or 5 years. Or what Chisa Bibika crab in a frame. Papu Gomez Neko. And only changing the face and the main man of the side. But so I share the likes of Joaquin Mele, James Steele, Rafael Tuloy, and Robert Fleur Free Hoba Nottingham Forest. And Robin Gosens Echo Inter Milan. Again, Oma maintaining Omutin, especially from Malinovsky and all those guys. Ademola Lookman from Leicester City Bayern. You know, Opa and the Monday ball strain. You are talking about the Angolan player now, see a kind for one of the teams in the Serie A. This season to have Angola player in the Serie A, general, on two goals in the Serie A, the guy is clearly performing for his side. In the African players in the Italian Serie A, super.
Okay.
Now, Ofriwa, you talk about the Spanish La Liga. Eyana Eumua Obenya one off into Shetama Real Madrid and Villarreal Airborne. The stage as someone Chukwueze eteke in that particular game. Into a poor game, no be say Real Madrid the person moko fast Samuel Chukwueze ba because they need a left-footed player to balance the attack. Because they say, oh, they go goals at 2. Asensio Freche never. And on the kind of performance as Samuel Chukwueze de Bayana, at least they expect him say Oban more de Bobesoeni. Go to Sevilla. Sevilla had a very good season in the Spanish La Liga, but in the Europa Cup, so I should be say you see El Nesri or here Manchester United game in Libya. Kalubus are branching up on Homodin, and you are talking about, for me, one of the best in Africa in Yasin Bonu for team my friend Sevilla imposed. And it's easy to see an African player. You know, I saw Beko go in Europe. Make it in the end, forget it. Andre Onana's presence for Inter Milan and his presence for Inter Milan in the Champions League. Inter drew baby Omadru. It is not because of Lautaro. It is not because of Edin Dzeko. It is not because of DeMarco. It is not because of Hakan Hakadoglu or Nicola Barrera. But go and watch their last 2 games against Porto, against Benfica. It was Andre Onana. In the African players, you know, offer Spanish La Liga and so on. At least Kakrana Ronano, they are showing up, and Ubu says, crowd group Nima. At least in Europe, they are performing well. It is a whole ball, at least a whole ball Europa Cup semi-final. Now these 2 players for team Ayefreno, Sevilla. Now say Okoba and Ofo Leverkusen. Now the likes of Edmond Tapsoba within the back line of Bayer Ofo Leverkusen for Burkina Faso. Now Chipo Martin for team friend Bayern Munich in the German Bundesliga. You know, African players in the Omu team aya no moye no. The Omu team na e no moye for the big size, because here na they say obehu the Samuel Eto's level, the Michael Essien level, and all the Yaya Touré's level, the Drogba's level no e babako. See nyame boy ni enyam yenu a it say the benya Essien and then Drogba in the Chelsea setup. Yeah, babenya Samuel Eto'o from Real Madrid, Real Mallorca. Still he's the all-time top scorer for Mallorca. Oja Mallorca way back in 2004 be seen obian to Samuel Eto'o. Into Unyano, Suleiman Tari playing for Inter, AC, Kevin Prince Boateng for AC Milan, Steven Appiah for Juventus. Una those big stages in African players. You know my idea. Yeah. Into Africa.
Because a drop. Your form no. Europe.
A drop kakra, but no nyama bebrebe na deba. Uni good agent, o movement no. E ana di no edion. Se uni good agent.
Yeah.
I agree. Portugal football now rise from 2000 baby sine. But all the players under who him and the some year Portuguese no. Unya big team kwa na ebo. Say any other team and Kajao fellas kwa Atletico Madrid no kwa fairly pay the amount of money and the expectation. But the free Atletico Madrid no, he's back to Chelsea to earn £9 million a season. It's unya good agent. The problem of these African players, and say you know, na age in your side.
Okay.
Age in your side, you go Europe in them. Again, we don't have good agents. The African players now go Europe in them, and now you more check your more. Here's Samuel to timer or the Cobo Real Madrid. Not checking the ranks. How any career and Sikoye. He are to reset the career and Sikoye. He didn't drop a hand career and Sikoye. She Michael Essien after moving so quickly after 2001. She said the career and Sikoye. Now she or more chair wahano. Or more corner said your career and Sikoye. Vito Osimhen and our yine Niama Waye in the under 20 tournament. Or move quickly to Lille. Onya a platform obeti honest or talent to move on. And working under the current sporting director for team a friend of PSG. Now yeah ejuma da Luis Ocampos. Okoye ejuma e wo Lila. Obia nim say Lil there. So we you know kakra bia general. Omo betwa wadi no akwa akobbo platform e be ma performance na timi aba animu. Nti ye na hwe Jonathan Davis. Ene obi e ka Rafael Leao. Ba obi amfa nanim ko say Rafael Leao na ye ka no. Or ye team a your friend Lil no muton ye. We are talking about Vito Osimhen. We are talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. We are talking about Eden Hazard. Inti movement ni agency no. A certain platform adino. Obekwa kusi wakan also. Sadio Mane moved to Salzburg and Oba Southampton. Inti Salzburg to Southampton, at least the platform for you to honor your talent is huge. It's a platform or big stage no. Show how to showcase your talent no. Inti Africa then a drop kakra. But you know, a lot goes into that. Agency, for me, is the real deal.
Getting interesting, but you were big game. You were Estadio Santiago Bernabéu.